you looked at them before?
No, never seen it before.
Very interesting. I mean, to think that this is an organ that was just created by your body for a purpose. It lets some things through, but it doesn't let other things through. I mean, it's a miracle. It is. It really is. It secretes hormones that send messages to other parts of your body, like your pituitary and your endocrine system. One of the main functions is that it secretes a hormone that tells the pancreas not to produce as much insulin so the baby has enough sugar to grow. And amazing. And then your body just sheds it. But there's no God. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, it's like it all fire in space.
Right. Now this is the side that was attached to the mother. This is the side that was inside Heather's uterus. Mm-hmm. This whole side here. And there's a lot of blood clots here because remember when she was in the pool, she was like, oh, it hurts, it hurts. The placenta was detaching then, and the contractions were forcing it to detach, and all this blood was kind of pooling behind it before it released. Because I said, I don't see a separation gush until right before it came out. But what we look for here is just, I checked around the edges to make sure it was all there. There weren't any big chunks missing. Another thing that we look for is places like this, where this is like, I would call it a shreddy place in the placenta, which is because she was 41 weeks and a couple of days. It starts to get a little weaker than if she was like, 36 weeks, but not bad. Very healthy placenta, nice dark red color. That means she's getting a good amount of iron. It's thick. Mm-hmm. It's not huge around, but for, almost 8-pound baby, that's a good size placenta, and it's very thick and hefty feeling, which is good. It's a heavy placenta. You see those little white spots?
Yep.
That's the tums, or the tums that she ate when she was pregnant for her heartburn, when I told her not to have tums because it causes calcifications in the placenta. That's what all those are, and they're little like grainy spots that you can feel in there. So I got to remind her about that. Not tonight.
We're on video now though.
And so that's the maternal side. That's hooked up. There's arteries that feed in to all these places that force the blood through. Now here is the side. Now obviously it was not bloody like this. When the baby was in it, it was all clean. This is the side where the baby was. And
so is that the sac that the baby was in?
Yeah, this is the sac right here.
And that's the membrane that you swept.
These are the membranes. Yeah, when we talked about sweeping the membranes, it was just that I went up inside to the cervix, right where these membranes were attached to the inside of the uterus. And what I actually did was just to run my finger around to kind of separate this membrane from the uterine wall in there. So that's, and that's a good strong sac too. You can see, you can still pick up the placenta with it even now after it's been out for a while. So that's good. It's comprised of 2 layers, the amnion and the chorion, which I probably can't get them to separate to see that, but there are 2 layers to that. So this is the fetal side, and placenta means tree, comes from a Greek word. I can't remember what the Greek word is, but it's a word that means tree of life. And you can see that it's kind of like a tree, like it's got a root, and these are all parts of the tree.
Hold the card up again, Dan?
Yeah. Now I want to find it without it being wrapped up in the membranes because it's a really short cord. Well, where is it? There. Really short cord. Now we probably had about that much left on her, right?
Yeah.
But 18 inches is about normal, so I would estimate this about 12.
Yeah.
And that's not 10. Shorter than 10 is abnormal. So it's not abnormal. It's just on the short side.
Yeah.
On the short side of normal.
Which is the same as Abby as well. She was very short.
Yeah, but it's it's got a nice central insertion here, and had the 2 arteries and 1 vein in the cord. You might be able to see that. There's an artery there and an artery there and a vein there. So very nice cord, no knots or problem. Nice. It was a nice thick cord. You know, it gets thinner as it sits here for a while. But everything looks really good.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's just amazing. And all those blood vessels. Makes really nice prints for like Christmas cards and thank you notes.
Yeah, well, you be sure to thank yourself with that. Make your own thank you note.
That's right. So, now I'll just throw it away. Amazing.
Oh, wow, that is incredible.
Isn't it?